Hey, welcome to Curvy Berta. So I decided to put together for you kind of the story of how I got here. Why am I on your YouTube? Why am I on your computer? Why am I here? What can I offer? What do I think I'm going to get out of this? What brought me on this journey? And I think my story's not that unique. I think a lot of people have been through a lot of the same stuff. Maybe not exactly the same because my story's pretty messed up, but I think a lot of you have been through a lot of trauma over the last few years, which led you to be where you are today, just like me. I'm not that special. I'm not that unique. My trauma and my story is going to be different than yours, but the journey or the path that that trauma put you on is probably pretty similar to mine. So I have notes, not because I don't know my story, but because I don't want to nervously leave anything out. So I am going to refer to my notes once in a while I'm talking to you, just because I don't want to leave anything out and I don't want to skip over any details just because I'm trying to get through the story. And it's going to be a little emotional for me. And I apologize. I may have to stop and take a break, but it's worth sticking around for. So I'm curious, in the comments somewhere during this video, drop me a comment and let me know a couple of different things about yourself. I'm interested in what my audience feels about, like what are some of the challenges that you are currently feeling in your journey to self-acceptance, self-love, self-confidence, your ability to be comfortable in your skin, your ability to love your body, love yourself, accept where you are in this stage in your life. What are some of your challenges? And I also want to know, what are some techniques that you've employed? What are some of the things that you've done that have been successful, that have helped you to grow, that have helped you to feel better about yourself? I'm really interested in that because I'm sure what I came up with and what I've done and what I've employed, yeah, it's worked for me, but there's probably 30,000 other things that I didn't think of or that I haven't tried that would also work. So let's do this as a community. Let's pull this together as a group, and let's share what you've tried and share what your falling down points are, what your concerns are, where you're getting tripped up in your self-love journey. So we're going to go back in time. We're going to start this at the beginning. In 2013, I ended my marriage. It was about a 17-year relationship, father of my children. I was about 40 years old, and I was unhappy with where I was. I was under a lot of stress. It wasn't a good relationship. I wasn't sending the right message to my children about what a solid, good relationship is. And I would rather have them see me as a struggling single mom than as a doormat to a man who was borderline abusive. So I ended my marriage. My kids and I moved out on our own. There was a lot of stress, a lot of financial stress. We struggled a lot. I lost a lot of weight during that time. I got down to my thinnest of about 125, like literally a size 0, size 3, somewhere in there. I was unhealthy looking. At that point in time, I was teaching, and I was not in a healthy place. My weight settled in by 2014, 2015 at about a size 8. I settled in at a like 140 to 150 sort of range for me. And I did well for a while. I managed stress, I managed my exercise, I managed eating, I managed my life, and I kind of was happy at that spot. 2016, I started dating again. I met my husband. My husband is an amazing man. He's an amazing father. So I had 2 kids. He had 4 kids, so we are the Brady Bunch. So at the time that we met, we had 6 kids at home. The oldest was 17. And then they were 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, and 7. What a mess. What a messy, beautiful family. And they all got along really well. They fit right in. My kids fit in the age, they kind of fill in the gaps between my husband's kids' ages. So it's not like my kids are all much younger and his kids are older. He's got 3 older, and then you've got mine, and then a younger, and then mine. So mine are the younger of the set, but he has one that's in between my 2. Anyhow, beautiful family. We got married in 2018. At that point in time, I changed jobs. My weight was right around a 160. I'll put a picture in there of our beautiful wedding day. And I changed jobs to a local job because I didn't want to commute. I was commuting about an hour each way to work, and I didn't want to commute anymore. We had a large family. I wanted to be able to be home to make dinner and spend time with my husband and just enjoy my life more than being on the road all the time. So I changed jobs and I'm a nurse by background. So I was teaching nursing. So I changed jobs and took an ER job in my city that I live in a brand new standalone ER that didn't get a lot of traffic initially. It hadn't built up traction. And so I sat a lot with other people who were sitting a lot, and we ate a lot, and we ordered in a lot, and we all gained weight a lot. And so it was a very different situation for me. So I started putting on weight. So we started renting this house, an enormous house, in 2017, and we all moved in together, which took me away from Mom's general location. It was about a 15-minute drive from our new place to Mom's house. And so it took me out of her immediate, I can see everything she's doing, I know everything she's doing, to relying on phone calls. And I talk to her on the phone every day. And her health really started to decline after we moved away. And it's probably not because we moved away, it's probably more because time had gone on, but her health began to decline. At some point in 2019, we decided to move Mom into an assisted living, just because being at home, it was too challenging for her. Now, I'm the youngest of 5, but my siblings are considerably older than me, and really a lot of the caretaking for Mom fell onto me. Probably because I'm a nurse, probably because I'm the youngest, probably because I'm the one Mom wanted to be doing those things. We had a really, really, really good relationship. She was really one of my best friends. And so it made sense that I was her caregiver. Plus, I didn't have a husband and a family at that time. I mean, I had my kids, but they were kind of all part of who I was. And so my siblings really didn't see me as having other obligations. Like, that's my job. That's what I should do. And so it was defaulted to me. And for the most part, I didn't mind at all. Again, Mom and I were very, very close. I loved spending time with her. And of course, in the moment, in the situation, it sometimes doesn't feel like that. It feels a little overwhelming. It feels a little burdensome. But as you look back on it, and really in the moment, I didn't feel like I was doing something that wasn't my responsibility. I always felt like it was my job to take care of Mom as well as my kids. It's just that there was a lot of other stuff going on in my life that I didn't anticipate having going on at the time that I was going to be doing all of this. So her health declined. She moved into the assisted living. She was living there, and again, that was still probably 15, maybe 20 minutes away from where the house that we were renting. I am going to stop here for this video, and the second half of this video is really going to go into what happened next briefly, and then into my self-care journey and my kind of finding myself again. So stay tuned for part 2.